Hi to all. In this particular video presentation, now I'll be focusing on another paper titled as what kind of systematic review should I conduct, number one. Number two, it is basically a proposed typology and guidance for systematic reviewers in medical and health sciences by Zachary Moon, Cindy Stern, Ediardo Aromataris, Craig Lockwood, and Joe Jordan. And this paper was published in 2018 in BMC Research Methodology and available in the open access also. Now, the importance of this particular paper is not to focus on the words for medical as well as the health sciences, as you are able to see here. However, to know how the systematic review you are going to do basically, and here comes in certain schools. I'm not going to read out each and every line of this particular paper. However, I would be focusing only on the things which are important for me. For example, here they are talking about, okay, to our knowledge, for example, let's start off from here. When you are giving a paper, for example, reviewers regularly try to force their question into the PICO format, even though their question may be an issue of diagnostic test or accuracy of prognosis. Attempting to define all the elements of PICO can confound the remainder of the review process, which means you have used this particular format. However, you are trying to discuss what we call it as this one. So the choice of the format or the protocol that you are talking about is itself a big mistake. Now, the aim of this particular paper is to propose a typology of systematic review types, number one, aligned to the review questions to assist and guide the novice systematic reviewer and the editors, peer reviewers, and policy makers. Now, I would say I'm not going to confine for these people. I'm going to include even scholars. I'm going to include all the faculties. I'm include all those researchers, serious researchers who are interested to know what exactly are we trying to do it out here. It's not that simply you will pick up and say, okay, I'm going to. Now you understood why when Sumit sir asked me that, asked in the group, can I use a prism, or for him it was Prisma, for my research work. Now you understood where the fallacy is coming in, what is the biggest error, and what kind of a risk you yourself are taking in getting your paper published. Now, this is the important. Therefore, this is the first classification of types of the systematic reviews foci conducted in the. They are talking about that. However, I would like to go ahead and introduce it to the further branches also of study. Now, this is the definition that they have given. Now, they're saying that there are other approaches to synthesis of evidence. Now, systematic review, they are talking about that. So there are literature reviews, evidence maps, different kinds of systematic literature reviews I'm talking about, which again, I don't see anybody using it in their papers and saying that yes, I'm doing the systematic literature review. However, along with this, you need to mention it very clearly. Is it a rapid review? Is it integrative review? Is it a scoping review? Is it an umbrella review? What exactly is the kind of review that you are taking care? It's not just inclusion, exclusion, and risk biasness. No, that does not make a typical systematic literature review. Try to understand this kind of thing. So they have come up with 10 different types. Here they have mentioned it very clearly, 10 different types of systematic review foci, and they are there. And what are these 10 review types? We will see the effectiveness reviews. Now, if you are writing, you need to say that yes, I'm going to check out the effectiveness of so and so thing in my paper. Experiential qualitative reviews, this is the second, and there are 13 varieties of it that you can look up, and we will discuss about them. Then apart from that, you have got cost and economic evaluation reviews, prevalence or the incidence reviews, diagnostic test accuracy reviews, etiology or the risk revenue reviews, expert opinion and policy reviews. Here I'm talking about this. If you have said that my pilot study and I have given my questionnaire to the person, expert opinion. Now, before even going for the questionnaires expert opinion, the research question development of the entire protocol or the choice of the protocol or the framework that you're taking care also requires your expert opinion, and that's where the question is coming in for you. Then comes what we call it as the psychometric review. Then you can come and look at the prognostic reviews, methodological, systematic reviews also are present. So let me proceed further from here and directly jump to the table wherein these discussions are being taken care of, and my role would be to go ahead and share this particular information with all of you. So here comes the first one that they are talking about is basically on the types of reviews that you are looking forward. So we will see step by step, and here you can have a look. The first one that they are talking about is on the effectiveness. Now the table, okay, let's go ahead. Table that they are talking about is basically on review type, number one. What is the aim of it? Number two. Number three, question format. Now here comes in your protocol. Now this is where I will make it a protocol, or the other word that they prefer to use is the framework that you are going to utilize it, and the question examples that you can check out and you can use it for your own research also. First one is the effectiveness. Okay, now if you are talking about the effectiveness, you will see it is to evaluate the effectiveness of a certain treatment or practice in terms of its impact on the outcomes. Now question format will be what? Now this is for PICO, and we will have to see basically this is meant for the medical research. Can I use this thing basically for the other domains also or not, is something that you will have to understand the meaning of the intervention which has been used in this particular format. However, the question is, what is the effectiveness of exercise for treating and in adults to no treatment or a comparison? Now try to understand and focus on these questions also. And okay, let me just go take it out, this one, so that you are able to see it carefully and decide, do I have the right to use the PICO as it is and come up with this kind of a question? Saying what is the effectiveness of exercise on the treatment of depression in adults, I can understand. Then you belong to let's say the management department or the finance, commerce, etc, etc. However, if they are saying compared to no treatment, number one, number two, or comparison treatment, try to understand what kind of a study is this. Are we not talking about experimental studies, before and after studies? Number two. Number three, what happened to your trial cases in medical cases? Now coming with the cohort studies, this is where my question raises, and then decide, can I use it directly, or do I have to go ahead and in my PICO format change the meaning of intervention and then go ahead? So that is my agenda in one of the upcoming videos, wherein I'll be showcasing the notebooks, and then you can go ahead with that. Because for each of these formats that have been given, there are certain bodies, institutes which have come up, and they are very strict. And if you are using, you need to make them aware that yes, you are using this particular format. Number two, otherwise future repercussions in terms of legalities are also welcome for us. So this is number one. Number two, if you are going for the experiential qualitative research work, to investigate the try to understand the aim. It's not an objective, it is aim, to investigate the experience or meaningfulness of a particular phenomenon. Now, what is it that they're using? Again, it is PIC small o out here. Okay, now here it is population, phenomena of interest, and then the context. So the question arises, let's see the question. What is the experience of undergoing high technology medical imaging such as magnetic resonance imaging in adult patients in high income countries? Now, similarly, can you go ahead and change? Because it is qualitative, definitely yes, you have got the complete right to use this review type. However, what would be the protocol for you is something that you need to focus upon. So let me show you again the collection of the notebooks that we have got, and then think about whether you can use it or not. The third variety that they are talking about is cost and economic evaluation. Okay, and here you will be seeing to determine the cost associated with a particular approach, treatment strategy, particularly in terms of cost effectiveness or the benefit. Now you will see definitely yes, there are certain things which we need to focus upon, and before I can proceed further with the remaining kind of a things, try to understand the purpose of this particular paper which I have shared, and that is what kind of systematic review should I conduct, a proposed typology and guidance for systematic reviewers in medical and health sciences. So here we have gone ahead, and I directly, again it's like a reiteration to make you understand that yes, I am focusing upon, I mean there is a complete history that they have given to us. So you are supposed to know that yes, you know, there is certain things which are taking place at the background and how the things are coming up. It's not that okay, I have got these formats or the protocols and let me use them. Okay, so you will be seeing that yes, you know, how we have to proceed further, how to make them understand, and that's the reason why they have clearly showcased to you in the earlier part, which I have already discussed, whether the way I am approaching is a right one or not again. So go ahead and try to understand these certain things which are available for us, and in my next video presentation I'll take up more of the things that are available, the review type, and I would be focusing more on the other things also, the other points. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye.